So I tried to do this already, and my phone does not want to record 3 minutes of me doing this. I don't know why, but it cut me off. Dick. So for next year's Dragon Con Bunny Hutch, maybe if I just keep moving the phone. Next year's Bunny Hutch at Dragon Con. At the Dragon Con, I sound like an old lady. I'm doing Candyland for my character. I know a lot of people expect me to do video games or Harley. I did do Harley the one time, but everything else has been a video game. But I was gifted this absolutely gorgeous fabric from a coworker of mine. And originally for next year, I was going to do a pack raider from Fallout 4, the Nuka World DLC. I'm in a new place, so I have to figure out how I'm going to set all this up. But I got gifted the fabric, and I said, you know what, we'll do Candyland. And each part of the costume is going to be a different character. So right now I'm working on the ears. The ears are going to be Mr. Mint. He's the first guy on the bottom of the board. And everything is red and white, but also has a lot of pink mixed in, which makes me super happy because pink is my favorite color. So the reason I have so many clips here is because I found a remnant of this great pink faux fur at Joann's. And I've never sewn faux fur before. So I watched a couple of videos and nothing was super, super helpful. So I'm doing my best. So what I'm doing is I'm stitching this and I'm putting the edges as close together as possible. Oh, I can barely see it. But making sure those edges line up real nice and are flush so that when I go sew it, it won't slide all over the place. I'm like, ow! I stabbed the shit out of myself. There we go. And I've already done one. So it's super stitch. Unfortunately, my stitching is not strong enough for it to stay this way, but you can see where when it flips out, it's going to have this on the back and then this is going to face forward. I think. I don't know. I've never done this before, so this could go horribly, horribly wrong for all I know. I'll be posting videos as I work on it, though. I also started the cuffs, but that's a different video. Well, I showed you Mr. Mint's ears. I have both of them somewhere. They're both stitched together in place. So I have those done. And now I'm popping over to the cuffs for the Bunny Hutch outfit. For those of you who didn't watch the other video, I'm doing Candyland for next year's Bunny Hutch. Each part of the costume is going to be a different character. So the ears are Mr. Mint. They are candy cane striped on the front, and they're going to have pink faux fur on the back that I'm not looking forward to using. But I think it'll look really cute if I pull it off. My next one that I'm working on, because it's very small and I can do it like in between homework bouts or while I'm watching TV, and that is the cuffs. The cuffs are going to be Queen Frostine. So this is the material that I found for the outside. I had originally found a cute flannel, but it just didn't look as bright and colorful. It looked almost like cotton that had been washed too much. So I found this in the Joann's Christmas aisle. Now is actually when you want to shop for anything winter or Christmas themed. You don't want to wait till April, because if you wait till April, you're going to have maybe, depending on what Joann's you're at, maybe 5 or 6 materials, whereas right now they have the entire, like an entire row. They have almost as much Christmas as Halloween right now. So I got this great, I don't know if you can tell, it's got little sparklies. Don't worry, I'm going to put rhinestones on it. And I'm doing literally the exact thing that I'm doing with the ears. It's much easier because I don't have to tame faux fur in it. But I have so much time to work on this, and I want this to be really professional and clean looking. So even though I don't really need it to, I don't want these to slip at all while I'm sewing them. So I'm doing the same thing where I line up the edge Make sure the edges are nice and even, or at least flat. No two pattern cuts are going to be exactly the same, especially with me because I have hand spasms. But I'm lining up those edges and just throwing a stitch in there to keep it in place so it doesn't slide around under the foot. I actually am not very proficient with a sewing machine. I've won prizes and I've gotten, you know, best cosplayer a couple times, but ultimately I'm not super proficient with the machine. So anything like this that can help keep it in place and just really just elevate it a little bit are worth the time. Like this is only going to take me, it puts it around, both cuffs would take me less than an hour, honestly. Still have not really figured out the lighting in my room yet, but I am putting the Queen Frostine cuffs under the needle. I learned from the Jack Bunny that using a better stitch than a straight stitch is really good. Let me see if my phone will stay open long enough for me to do this. I currently am using this, the 8. Right there. The hope is that it will mimic an overlock a little bit. I do have a serger, but I haven't sat down to figure it out yet, honestly. I've been really busy with the move and everything like that. But we're gonna do this stitch and we're gonna see how it looks on the cuff. Here's just a quick view of what that stitch looks like now that it's been through the machine. This is what the bottom looks like. So here are the 2 cuffs. Remember, you sew right side to right side 99% of the time. So all I have to do is I'm going to trim this, and I'm turn it inside out, and then I'm going to stitch on the top and make it sit nice and flat. So when you run a project through a machine, remember any little thing can get caught underneath the bobbin and bring your progress to a screeching halt. So while this is annoying, all of the thread that I cut when I notched the side, I need to pull as much of that out as possible, just so it doesn't go into the machine, even if it means sitting here with tweezers. I run a lint roller over it to get all the easy stuff out, and then anything that's left I just go through with tweezers and just pull it out. If you know me, you know I hate ironing. But iron your shit. It makes it look way better. I promise. See? Look at the difference. Obviously this one has been pressed. I have not yet pressed this one. I just wanted to show you what a difference it can make when you go to top stitch something like this. And here are the sewn cuffs. That one isn't so great. I could and probably should have used some bias tape, but honestly, they get worn once. I don't really get upset about it. But this right here, this is literally the best cuff I have ever made. So I'm really low-key excited about that. Like, this one just came out the corner. It's gonna be one of those nights I'm just gonna sit here and make stuff until I fall over asleep. I'm still working on the Queen Frostine cuffs, and if you know me or have watched my videos, you know that I love sparkle. Even if it's a bunny suit that I wear in front of judges for 2 minutes, it needs to, in my opinion, be stage ready. And I'm going to show you what that means. So here you see I've actually made a little bit of progress since my last video. I did get the buttons sewn on the cuffs. These are the same style of buttons actually that I used for my May bunny. And these are Yaya Han iron-on patches that I also used on my May bunny. I'm basically doing the same kind of feel for this one, just with a brighter, more colorful fabric. And as you can see here, I've started on beads. I like covering seams with beads. It's time consuming, but it's really pretty. And I got beads that I thought went with that button really well. They're like an iridescent ice something or other. You get the idea. I like having double my thread for each pass anyway. There it is. But I like having thread run through each bead twice. You can see I do 6. I will bring the thread up halfway through and then double it and continue on. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so these are all down. I'm going to bring my thread up right here and run it through and then add 6 beads and then go back 3, add 6, go back 3, etc. So I have the beading along the bottom edge on the cuffs done. It's super subtle, but I like having that nice finished detail there. This is the other one. And it plays off the button nicely. I'm still stupid happy how well this one came out. Now it's time to start rhinestoning. It's my favorite time. Time for the sparkle. I actually love rhinestoning. It's very calming for me. Okay, I just stitched the inside, what's going to be the inside of my ears. I have no idea, absolutely no idea what this is going to look like when I turn it inside out. So I sewed like really up to the edge, so there's not really going to be any edged cut. I'm going to do this because that's going to get real weird if I don't do that. I literally have no idea what this is going to look like when I turn it inside out. I know what I hope it looks like. A little chopstick to help turn it inside out. Okay, I don't hate it yet. Don't hate it yet. Don't hate it yet. Don't hate it yet. This is where I'm going to fuck it up though, I bet. I bet this little edge up here is going to be stupid. I don't really know what I was expecting, so I don't know whether I'm happy about this or not. So let's see. I can do... There's the front. There's the back. Okay. There's that one. And then I did see a girl say something about not top stitching it because it weighs this down. I think I might actually stick to that, and then I'm going to put the beads where this meets instead of on a stitch. But let me see if the other ear came out this well. If I can get this done in 40 seconds. There you go. Oh, this isn't Fakakta. Please don't be Fakakta. I think I can press it. So the Mr. Mint ears are not done yet. I do have to do some rhinestoning, but I did sew them and I got the beading done along the seams that I really like. And now I'm playing with fluffing up the fur a little bit on the back. See what it looks like when the fur sticks out. You can see the beads on the seam. This is going to be rhinestoned. I'm not 100% happy with them, but they also turned out better than I thought they were going to. I really thought I was going to bomb this. I really did not think I was going to do well. Here's that one. Spruce this one a little bit. The comb. There we go. See? Yeah, this is super cute. I don't know what the lighting is doing with my face right now. I have my lamp, my TV, my actual light on, but you get the idea. This will be annoying the day of. Because what I will probably do for judging is I'll probably comb it up like this and then just let the fur fall as I wait for judging. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm happy with them. I'm going to have some, these is all going to be rhinestone. I have some opal for the white, and I ordered some really pretty red from, of course, Looking Glass Gems. I can't wait to show you what they look like rhinestoned.